mega cruise ship making an unexpected call to Grand Bahama's shores. Over 5,000 families receiving donations. And yesterday observed as Christmas Sunday.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Megan Shepard. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping news, Grand Bahama getting an economic boost ahead of the Christmas holidays as Royal Caribbean's Brilliance of the Seas made an unscheduled stop on Grand Bahama this past Saturday, bringing thousands of passengers on board. Captain of the Brilliance of the Seas, Ante Cavallo, says that they were originally scheduled to sail to Mexico, but due to a storm that was developing in the Gulf of Mexico, he made the decision to divert to Grand Bahama. The mega cruise line docking with a full complement of passengers, bringing some 2,400 people to the island.
My previous ship was the Grandeur of the Seas, and we had the Freeport as a regular port of call. And I know the port very well, so I thought that this was a good alternative. We sail out of Tampa during the winter season, so from October until end of April, we sail out of Tampa and we do 4- and 5-day cruises. So the 4-day cruises, which is as this cruise, we do 2 sea days in a port and then back again to Tampa. And normally we sail Cozumel, Grand Cayman, and a few occasions we sail to Key West as well.
The Ministry of Tourism on hand at the harbor to welcome the mega cruise line. Manager of Niche Marketing and Cruise Tourism, Nuvalari Chudasing, says that it is always a pleasure to have additional tourists on island.
When we have ships make unscheduled stops, that means we have an additional 1,000, 2,000 passengers coming to the island, and of course they want to get off the ship, and that equates to business for people on Grand Bahama Island. And we have to take advantage of that, and we're thankful that the Brilliance of the Seas was able to make the stop here at the Freeport Harbor. Captain Forbes, as you mentioned, spoke about this being on a scheduled stop, and they were able to accommodate the ship, and that just benefits Grand Bahama Island all around.
Director of the port at the Freeport Harbor Company, Orlando Forbes, noting that the visit is timely, as the passengers could bring some economic boost just in time for the Christmas holidays. A traditional plaque exchange taking place in recognition of the ship's call on Grand Bahama.
You've come at a good time, Christmas time.
Yeah.
And so a lot of the vendors and the tenants in the harbor are very happy that you're here, and so are we. And this is to recognize your call here today.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Meanwhile, as the government works to complete voluntary separation packages for management and line staff at the Grand Lucayan Resort, some employees have been complaining that the process is taking too long. The Minister of State for Grand Bahama, Senator the Honorable Kwesi Thompson, gives an update on the process.
The board is continuing to negotiate with the both unions, the line staff union and the managers union, and we're very confident that at the end of the day there will be a meeting of the minds, and those persons who wish to take the voluntary package will be able to take the voluntary package as is being offered.
He also explains what will be done with the $3 million that was approved for the renovation of the hotel property.
A lot of that will be on the existing lighthouse point, which is right now the income generating property, doing renovations to that, also doing renovations to the roof of the convention center, also doing some renovations to the outside aesthetics of the entire resort. We're focused on preserving what is there, but we are also focused on making it ready for whoever the new buyer is.
As the countdown continues to the biggest cultural showdown of the year, Oban Energy is making a significant contribution to the superstar rockers Junkanoo Group in the sum of $25,000. Managing Director Alexander Grikitis says that they are very excited to be a part of the Grand Bahama community, and they are pleased to help make this Junkanoo Parade spectacular.
We want to show the community of Grand Bahama that we're here for the long haul, and OBAN wants to be part of the local community. We're looking forward to provide jobs through this donation, and we see what's going on here today, and we're very excited about it. We're also looking to provide jobs in future for the Bahamas. Hopefully, you know, we've got our EIA done on our project, and we're looking forward to the new year to meet with the Bahamian government and move our project forward as well. So hopefully this time next year we have hundreds of jobs, and we could continue to support the local community as well as Junkanoo Parade and Superstar Rockers, and continue donations like this one towards this program.
Junkanoo groups on Grand Bahama have been calling for more financial support for many years now. Leader of the Superstar Rockers, Chauncey Gray, says that they are grateful to OBAN for stepping up and assisting. He adds that they intend to put the money to good use.
They really stepped in, you know, when they needed, and we hope to put on an excellent parade so that they can feel comfortable and satisfied with how their finances were used.
Abaco Markets Limited, better known as AML Foods, teaming up with the Bahamas Feeding Network and other organizations to continue an annual tradition of feeding over 5,000 families for the holidays. Philippe has the details.
AML distributing thousands of food packages to less fortunate families on Grand Bahama just in time for the Christmas holidays. AML representative Denisha Clark talks about how the program was started.
This is our way of giving back to the community during the Christmas time. So what we did is we partnered with the Bahamas Feeding Network and the Bahamas Red Cross, and what they're doing is they're going to distribute to different organizations and people to get the packages out for the Christmas season.
The food parcels were issued at AML Solomon's Queens Highway location in partnership with the Bahamas Feeding Network and other organizations. Dr. Sandy Boleg, a volunteer with Bahamas Feeding Network, thanks Philippe Smith for his courageous effort in stepping in and assisting.
We thank God for him because his sponsorship to the non-profit organizations in Grand Bahama has been tremendous. So we salute him, we honor him, we give him kudos because we give honor where honor is due. We thank AML because he actually has done the groundwork in Nassau, and as a result he's able to bring it here to Grand Bahama to assist the other non-profit organizations. But Bahamas Feeding Network, Mr. Phil Smith is actually the lead person who actually has been the brainstorm, as stated, for all of this.
Philip Smith traveled from the nation's capital just to be present for the distribution. He says it was a no-brainer when he was approached about the Feeding the 5,000 annual program.
It's an easy sell because a lot of people who donate knows where their money is going. A lot of times you donate to a charity and the money goes to pay administrative fees, salaries, and so on. But here, everything that you donate goes 100% to helping someone else.
Senator Jasmine Darius, Deputy Director of Urban Renewal for Grand Bahama and Bimini, says that she was very pleased with the showing.
This is an awesome day, and I'm so happy, especially in the Grand Bahama community, that we can come together as one and still help out to those that really need it. And so this is an awesome way to end the year. This is an awesome way just to ensure that those among us that are not as fortunate as us can be provided for.
I'm Philippe, ZNS Network News.
Yesterday was observed as Christmas Sunday at many churches on the island. Tonight, a local pastor is reminding us of the true meaning of Christmas and also to remember those who are less fortunate. Sabrina Brown reports.
The family at New Destiny Kingdom Center ushering in the Christmas holidays with a worship service. Pastor Glenn Russell admonishing everyone to remember the reason for the season.
No matter what you're faced with, always remember without the reason there won't be a season. So you might not have the gift, you might not have the tree, you might not have the lights, but if you have Christ, you have everything. And so many of us, sometimes we get caught up in the things and rather than the Savior.
He says no matter what your circumstances may be, God gave his Son, and that gives us hope.
In the midst of trials and temptations, in the midst of loss, in the midst of disappointment, you still have something to look forward to, the fact that Jesus Christ came to a Virgin Mary, and he came down just so we could have life and have it more abundantly. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believe in him shall not perish but have everlasting life.
Pastor Russell also encouraging people everywhere to show love this Christmas. He says when we give to others, we give to God.
What's the best gift you can give him in this season? Worship, love. Show others love. Don't worry so much about yourself. Worry about spreading that love. If God could have given his only Son for all of us, I'm sure you can give something to someone that eliminate that same love or shows that same love that Christ has given to us. So I want to encourage you, continue to worship God in this season. Continue to love on him, and remember, he is the reason for the season.
Sabrina Brown, ZNS Network News.
You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Stay with us. There's more news right after this break.